One of the biggest things in video game news is XDefiant. We talked about this before. We spoke about XDefiant and Ubisoft and the shareholders giving the XDefiant team one more time for this latest season, which is season 4, to right the ship because XDefiant has lost a lot of its player base, and rightfully so. Again, we know that Call of Duty is on the way. When that Call of Duty hype train comes around, it doesn't matter how you feel about that game, people are going to go crazy for it. So as soon as Call of Duty was approaching, XDefiant was going to take a hit. Like it's very, very difficult to deal with that juggernaut in the FPS industry. It's literally the only FPS that we really have. There are some other ones that are, trying to get a little bit of the share, but as far as just a traditional FPS, it's Call of Duty or nothing. Or really, it's Call of Duty or nothing. It used to be Battlefield, but Battlefield is struggling to compete now at this point. That's why they're even trying to go back to the basics. So, an update on this. So now the XDefiant executive producer said he's denying the claim that the game will shut down after season 4. So initially, I read an article that it will shut down after season 4. But let's see what this one says. So they said that they're not shutting down through season 4. And this is what the executive producer Mark Rubin wants to make clear. So sounds like he still got some hope. But I don't know if this is fully saying that even the initial news that we heard was false or not about them getting one more chance to, right their player base and make everything right. So let's see what else it says. As the rumor began to circulate today that the game was at risk of being shut down at the end of season 4, Rubin took to social media to debunk the claims. He said, to be crystal clear, there are no plans to shut down after season 4. I've literally been in meetings as of last week to discuss our year 2 plans. Year 2 plans, okay? Okay, so according to him, it sounds like they're still going to try and get this player base back or closer to where it's sustainable, where they can actually make a profit here. But going to year 2, man, I mean, that's a bold claim after you're on season 4 and it's still not. You're still not getting the player base that you once had. So, all right. So he said he added the current focus of the team is to improve the technical experience of the game, including its netcode. He also said they are working on content plans for both season 3 and 4. As far as the game's player base, Rubin admits they have lost players since the game launch. However, he insists that it's due to Ubisoft doing very little marketing for the game. Oh, okay. So we're also placing blame, which, I mean, he does have a little bit of merit to this. I will throw him this bail. Does have a little bit of merit. I think I may have seen, if I had to guess, maybe one commercial about XDefiant. But yeah, Ubisoft really acting like this game doesn't exist. You don't really see anything about XDefiant at all. I mean, we saw things for Star Wars Outlaws. We saw things when Avatar came out last year. I'm sure, I mean, if AC Shadows was still coming out this year, you would be seeing a lot of advertisement for that. So yeah, I mean, they're not doing really any marketing for XDefiant. I don't know how you can continue to do marketing though for a game that's already out. Like I don't know what else that Ruben would want Ubisoft to do at this point. Because again, if you know about XDefiant, like I don't think that I don't know if you could put out like a season 3 or season 4 trailer, like get that budget and put that out on TV, or I don't know, get some marketing space on Twitch or something. I don't know what else that they can do for a game that's already out. It's not like you're seeing, I mean, every now and then like you'll see something for Fortnite, but like Fortnite isn't on TV like this. Like you know about Fortnite already, so they don't need to do any additional marketing or spend any additional marketing budget for that. Call of Duty, it's always gonna be Call of Duty. That's an annual thing. Like, but after Call of Duty comes out, like you don't see any marketing on television. So yeah, I don't know what route that he would want them to go, but it's definitely true that they do very little marketing, if any, for XDefiant. Say we're doing very little marketing, so yes, our numbers are down, but that is just to give the team the time to get the game in a better place before we do bigger spends on marketing. Okay, so again, this is a reactionary thing. It's like, yeah, we ain't doing any marketing, but we want to make sure that we we can get that player base back and they get new players in. So you bring the new players in, then we'll do more marketing. But it's like the chicken or the egg. Like, what comes first? You got to do the marketing to get people to know about the game. I mean, I feel like that needs to come first. You can't get the player base without doing marketing. Like, I don't know how much that you plan to get people to reel them back in. What up, Mr. Flex? I shout out to you for the 67 months. Glad everything's good with you and your family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird statement there. Inside Gaming says previously supported XDefiant was at the rest. Yeah, that's what we read the last time. So I don't know, man. Like I mean, obviously I haven't been in these meetings, so I can't say that Ruben is wrong, but I just don't think it just doesn't sound like a season 3 and 4. Like, I'm talking about that, and now y'all still talking about year 2 plans. So like y'all still trying to keep going. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't sound like something that you would want to do, especially if you're not seeing those previous players come back and try the game out after your improvements, and you're not seeing new players want to try the game. I don't see how you're still talking about year 2 here. I mean, the only other reason why I would think that Ubisoft is still not ready to give up is because they've dealt with this before. Like, Ubisoft actually dealt with this multiple times. They dealt with this with Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six did not come out the gate and was a hit. They had to continue working on that game. And The Division. The Division is one of their main ones that, especially when the first one came out, they lost their player base pretty quickly. And then they went back into the bunker. They made some improvements, and they had a little run where people were coming back and playing the game. So I don't know. Ubisoft is probably just trying to rely on that. It's like, well, we were able to do it before, so maybe we can do it again with XDefiant. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not hating on this game. Like I said, I don't really hate on anything. But just realistically, logically, I don't see them making any strides here to bring those previous players back and get a new fan base, especially now. Like, nothing's happening within the next couple months, that's for sure. Probably throughout the rest of the year. Let's just chalk that up, man. Call of Duty is on the way, and it's on Game Pass. There's going to be so many people playing that game, and XDefiant is not going to get any tick. They ain't get no tick. They're going to be on the bench. You're not getting no tick throughout the rest of the year. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And for the people who are still playing, those are people who are just like hardcore. Like, I'm not playing Call of Duty. Like, I'm standing on business. Like, this game ain't good, or this franchise ain't good. I'm not trying to play it anymore. I think it's just those people. But everybody else, they'll be playing Call of Duty throughout the rest of the year. So I don't know, man. I mean, I wish him good luck. I wish him good luck. But realistically, I just don't see it happening. I mean, y'all already talking about year 2. I don't know, man.